Alright, hello, you are watching this video because you are on a page that looks exactly like this, just without the video yet. So let me record it now. So let me show you how to connect to the class server using an SSH client, okay? If you're on a Mac, you're actually all set. You don't have to install anything. It's been installed for you. You have a terminal program, which itself contains an SSH client. So go ahead and open up your terminal program. That's in your applications folder, and inside of that, there's a utilities folder, and then you'll find the terminal. So open up that and get ready. And then if you're on Windows, go and install the Putty program. I think that's the easiest thing to do. So there's a link. Go and get that installed. All right. So I guess I'll do Putty first, but it's going to be the same, and I'll show what the terminal looks like after that. So stick around if you're on a Mac. The thing that is important for both kinds of computers is your username. So you're going to connect to the class server. I have made you an account on it. It's another computer. It's one that I control. And I've given you a username and a default password already. The password is the same as your username right now. Okay? So your username is your last name, all lowercase, with an underscore, with your student ID at the end of that. Okay, so mash all of those together, and that is your username / password right now. So here would be my account name, for example, if we were following these rules. So yeah, that's the first thing you need to remember, your username and password. It's your last name, underscore, and then your student ID. And then we're going to connect to the class server. The address of the class server is server.lawtonsclass.com. Okay, so keep that in mind. We're going to be typing both of those things in a second. And then finally, when we log in, it's a weird thing for some people who have logged in graphically before. SSH doesn't show you the stars when you're typing your password, so it'll seem a little bit weird. It'll seem like nothing's working, but I promise it's working. Just press enter once you're done typing your password, and it will log you in. Okay, so let me show you how to do this on Putty first. So let me open up Putty, and I'm sorry it's so small. Let me zoom in slightly. So we're going to make an SSH connection. It's already set up. Perfect. So keep the port the same, keep the SSH the same, and then the host name is the computer we're trying to connect to. So that is going to be server.lawtonsclass.com, and everything else is fine. Hit open, and then I can get out of that. And then it asks you, who do you want to log in as to this computer? We want to log in as our account. So it'll be your last name, underscore, student ID. I made a test account, so let me use that for this one. And then you'll hit enter, okay? And then if it all works out, it'll ask you for your password, which right now is the same as your username. So type it, you won't see stars, and then hit enter. Okay? And then, if I did it right, oops, if I can remember my own password, the first time you log in, it's going to ask you to change your password, I'm pretty sure. So it's not going to be exactly the same as mine right now. It's going to ask you for your password, then ask you for a new one, and then to confirm it, just keep on typing that with a bunch of enters. And then it's going to log you right back out. It's just weird how it does that the first time. So don't worry about it. Just go right back into Putty, go to the same place, log in with the same username, and then the new password. Okay? That's all you got to do. So the second time you log in after you've changed your password, you will see a cow, hopefully, and that will make it clear that you got in. All right, so that means you made it if you see the cow. So now I'm on the class server. I have a terminal. I can type cool commands, and everything all works out. All right, so that is all that you need to worry about right now. Type exit. That's a command to get out of the class server to log out. Okay, so hit exit, and then you're all done. So that's if you're on Putty. And then if you're on a Mac, just open up your terminal program. I've installed a terminal program that's very similar on Windows. Let me know in office hours if you'd like me to show you how to do this. But yeah, get into your terminal, and then we're going to use the SSH command. Okay, so we're going to say SSH space, and then your username. And then we have to say, okay, what computer are we trying to connect to? And for SSH, you separate your username and the computer with an @ sign. It's almost like an email address, right? So we are connecting to this account at this computer, server.lawtonsclass.com. Hit enter, and then it'll ask you for your password. Type it in, and then if this is the first time logging in, it will ask you to change your password. Okay, so you'll hit enter, And it's like, okay, please type your current password, type the new password, and then confirm the new password. So just keep typing, hitting enter, and then it'll log you out, and then you'll do the same thing all over again. You'll log back in with the new password and the same username. Okay? And then you'll get the cow. And so now you used to be on the terminal on your own computer, and now you're on a terminal on a different computer, which is cool to think about. So here I am again on the class server, and then you can say exit to log out, and doesn't close your window, it just brings you back to your terminal prompt on your own computer. Okay, so that is how you do it from a Mac.